OffBeat Sports Podcast presented by Celsius.
It's been a tale of two seasons for the Boston Celtics.
I probably aged about 10 years just from that series.
I'd probably compare myself to just a younger, smarter, more handsome, stronger Michael Jordan.
Let's go Celtics. Go Patriots.
These are guys who, when you give them a bowl of Cheerios in the morning, they finish every last drop of milk.
Absolute clown over here.
I'm ready when you are, baby.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the OffBeat Sports Podcast presented by Check Them Out. Today, we're continuing our interview series called OffBeat University, where we interview Division I college athletes, both male and female, from many different sports to get the full perspective into the lives of our student athletes. Today, we're joined by Jalen Coker, All-American wide receiver for the Holy Cross football team. Thanks for joining us, Jalen. Appreciate it.
Happy to be here.
So started off with your high school days. So prior to coming to Holy Cross, you played football Potomac Falls High School in Sterling, Virginia. Do you have any fond memories of playing there?
Just like growing up with like some of my friends from like elementary school. Like, I mean, high school football was like, I guess not as big in Virginia as it is in other states. So, I mean, just having like the group of guys that you can always just relate to on another level more than just like, you know, I know there's a lot of transfers and a lot of people just going places for offers, but like having that like tight knit group, I feel like that was really special. And that's something I'm really going to remember.
Yeah. So how has playing there helped you prepare to play at this Division I level and compete for a national championship at Holy Cross based on how you guys are doing right now?
I mean, I feel like coming from Potomac Falls, working my way up, like I wasn't always a receiver. You know, I started like my receiver career junior year. I was getting recruited as a safety. So like I guess having the opportunity to just play without any like real restrictions and just being really comfortable out there, like really helped me to get to the college level.
Yeah. So out of high school, you were obviously well recruited from various schools, various places. So what made you choose Holy Cross over any of these other options?
I think definitely the people here, just like the community. After meeting Coach Chesney, you know, the receiver coach that was here when I was on my official visit, you know, just like all the guys that came in, that definitely, you know, persuaded me to come here for sure. And I just felt like this was just the right choice for me.
So one of the most memorable plays of your collegiate career thus far has to be the 50-yard Hail Mary you reeled in earlier this year to upset FBS Buffalo. So walk us through that play from the snap and like what was going through your mind as that play like unfolded. And I mean, it really is a career defining play for you thus far.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was a, you know, crazy play. I remember the play before I caught like a little screen, like a little shallow to get out of bounds. And it was kind of like the last second play. We knew that we needed to score a touchdown. We were trying to win. It was too far to kick it. So, I mean, just to line up, I knew it was coming to me. So it was like I was just waiting for it to just get thrown. And I felt like I was running for what felt like 75 yards. But then once I saw it in the air, I just jumped up and it just kind of just fell in my hands and I just fell in the end zone. It was crazy. I didn't even have any celebration. I was just like kind of shocked after I caught it.
Yeah, like seeing that ball come down, do you think it was going to get picked or you kind of always knew like I'm going to come up with this no matter what?
No, I definitely knew that I was going to catch it. I jumped a little early, which I kind of was a little worried about, but then everyone else kind of jumped after I jumped. So then it kind of boosted me up a little bit higher than everyone else. And then I caught it and I was just like, and then just fell in, and then that was it. It was crazy.
For sure.
I feel like that's a wide receiver's dream is to have a game-winning Hail Mary catch. I feel like that's like one of the best things a wide receiver can do in their career.
Yeah, that was definitely top 5 for sure. That was pretty cool.
So since your freshman year, you and quarterback Matt Sluka have built more and more chemistry over time, which has resulted in both of you rapidly improving your games and connecting on some incredible plays, such as that Hail Mary at Buffalo, but also the play to win against Sacred Heart in last year's FCS playoffs. Mm-hmm. So talk to us a little bit about your relationship with Matt and how you both have pushed each other to improve by building chemistry and getting to know each other more since your time here.
No, definitely. I mean, I think me and Matt, we're in the same class, we came in together, played on the scout team against the starting defense. So like we weren't really like ever supposed to be like the star players here, but I mean, just through hard work and just talking to each other every day, especially during freshman year, just like knowing that we both had it and that we just need to show it on the big stage. It was just kind of just talking to each other on and off the field, just being positive. It was really just spreading the positivity and just trying to just do what we do.
Yeah, I mean, just sticking to your own game and letting your talent kind of show on the field.
Absolutely, for sure.
So one of the biggest thing in college athletics from the last couple of years, most people know, is the new NIL rules. You can start to make money, name, image, and likeness. It's a big thing. And you recently signed deals with, I see, Liquid IV, Mogul, Champleats, and Working for Worcester, to name just a few. So talk to us about a couple of these that stick out to you, and how are you using your position as an elite athlete to boost these companies and boost your own personal brand?
Well, no, definitely. The big one, I mean, right here, we're Working for Worcester. Just coming from Virginia, not really knowing what, a lot of stuff goes on here in Massachusetts, just being accepted by the community and just being able to give back, especially with the platform that I have, just to spread, that student-led, like business company, whatever you want to call it, like just to be able to just spread that to the rest of the world is what I'm here for. And yeah, Champleats, I just released like a shirt and a hoodie. So that was really, really, really cool to help design that and go through that process. Yeah, I mean, those are the two that I'm really like most proud of, I think, right now. But that all is possible through Mogul and like companies like that help get athletes like that type of exposure.
Yeah, and this is just a question I like to ask you, because you mentioned coming up to Massachusetts. I just like to ask this to people coming to Massachusetts. What's one of the biggest difference is you've noticed coming from like just farther south than or up here in Mass? I always find these questions super, like this answer super interesting because it's always funny.
No, I think the biggest thing, at least like a pet peeve for me, I don't know, like every time you get a red light, like you usually just make a right at the red. But like I guess like nobody here, I guess it's like you can make a right or like you don't have to make a right. So like I feel like a lot of people in Mass just don't make a right on red.
Really?
And I feel like yeah, I don't know. That's just I don't know if that's just I'm noticing it because I see it more, but like I feel like in Virginia, every time you have a red light and you have a right turn, everyone's just going. But instead it's like a huge line to wait for it to turn green. I don't know.
Yeah, we always get some funny ones to that. We usually get the wicked. People don't say the word wicked anywhere else.
The lingo is crazy. I remember I came up here because Virginia has a very different slang. And on my official visit, I was talking like how like with a lot of slang. And everyone was like, what are you saying? And no one was understanding like what I was saying. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, the other one we get is we take sports way too seriously than a lot of places.
I think it's great. I love the like literally. I've been to one Celtics game in the Garden, and it was like probably one of the craziest experiences.
Oh yeah,
I think I've ever do. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I was at the game the other night, and it's so crazy. It's the Garden has the best vibe, like it just all together.
Fans are very passionate.
Yeah,
here.
for sure.
We go all in on sports.
Definitely.
So seeing as this is your third year playing for Holy Cross, do you have a favorite game and or memories you've made that kind of stick out to you from your years here?
I think one of my favorite games is the Fordham game that we played my freshman year. And it was my first touchdown, first college pass completion. And it was just a really special moment because I feel like we were talking about it for like what felt like 3 months before it happened. And then it finally happened. And then it was kind of like, like I don't know, not like a rite of passage, but like just like a introduction to the game.
Yeah.
And then it like gave me the ability to just kind of just like burst onto the scene for real.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I heard Fordham game. I just assumed it was going to be this year's. I mean, it's really hard to top that game.
Yeah,
right?
that was a good one too. But I mean, I feel like right now in my junior year, like I'm playing well, but I have, so much more room for improvement. I mean, I could be so much better on so many different aspects, but I think my freshman year game is definitely like probably one I'm gonna remember more than the 3 touchdown game at Fordham.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, I mean, you say you have place to improve, but these stats are crazy. You're in the midst of a breakout year, 100 plus receiving yards, 10 touchdowns, and you're a huge reason why your team is 10-0 right now and just won the Patriot League for the 4th consecutive season. So, talk to us about how you've been able to raise the level of your own game to rival some of the collegiate's best receivers in both FBS and FCS.
No, I think it's a big reason is just going to practice every day with intention, like not really taking anything for granted. And listening to my coaches, taking in all the information, just being a sponge, just trying to get as much experience, watching film, just everything that comes with just being a college athlete and just having fun for real, just like enjoying what I'm doing out there. But yeah, it's been pretty amazing so far.
So as those who follow Holy Cross football or go to the games and the weekends know, your family is very supportive of your football career and can be seen at nearly every Holy Cross game, whether it's home, away, or wherever it is, wearing your jersey and always cheering you on in the stands. So how would you say your parents and siblings have inspired you and helped you to get to where you are today as one of the country's best receivers?
They push me every day. Not even on a football aspect. I'm going to class, doing extra office hours, doing everything the right way, and just the ability. Like, not everyone has like a great support system. So like, just knowing that I have something very special, I don't want to take that for granted. I want to, utilize that and work it as like a strength. So I feel like it's just they push me every day to just work harder, be better, be a better person. And seeing them in the stands is just always just, it's really just like really amazing.
Oh, for sure.
So now we got some quick fun questions for you. So first, before I ask these, what team did you grow up a fan of for the NFL?
NFL team?
Yeah.
The Saints.
Oh, interesting.
Really?
Any reason why?
My grandma, she went to LSU.
Okay. All right. But all right, so let's get into this. Who is your NFL GOAT?
My NFL GOAT. Like any position?
Anyway.
Yeah. Any position, any player.
Probably Barry Sanders.
I thought you were going to go with Drew Brees there for a second, being a Saints fan.
I know.
He's up there.
Brady's. I feel like Brady's ridiculous. What is he? 43? How old is he now?
I think he's 45 now.
45.
45. Yeah, like that's just ridiculous, and he's still doing it. So
yeah, I bet a lot of people on this campus and just in the surrounding
45.
would agree with you there.
Yeah.
Brady is just something else.
Yeah.
But so before big games or really any game in general, what would you say is your go-to pregame hype song that really gets you ready for the game?
Anything by YoungBoy. I just love his music. Pretty much you could play any song and I'm ready for the game, I think.
You don't have like a favorite YoungBoy song, just the artist in general?
Probably Graffiti. Yeah, that's that song by him, Graffiti. Yeah.
Solid choice.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to make like a playlist called OffBeat University winner for all
we
these
gotta
answers.
we gotta get like all the athletes' choices and make one just big playlist.
So if you could have one celebrity, any celebrity, come watch you play, who would it be? These are always interesting too.
Any celebrity. Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
He's my favorite non-Patriots player of all time. I used to wear his jersey and I used to get bullied for being a Lion for having a Lions jersey. No, but that's a good pick. We've gotten some funny ones. We've gotten Margot Robbie, we've gotten Livy Dunn, we've gotten Antonio Brown. What else have we gotten? We've gotten some good ones, but yeah, no, that's a good one. I like Calvin. I used to get his brand. I used to have like his like the shirt like with his like he had like a brand, but like it obviously wasn't as big as like TB12 or something like that. And I have like the shirt with the matching shorts. I love Calvin.
Huge fan.
Would you say you've modeled your game a little bit after him? By the way that he moves, the way that his catch radius able to come down with a lot of contested passes.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like not intentionally, but eventually, I guess you can kind of notice like the jumping ability and like things that he does. I can definitely see in my game as well. But I wouldn't say I've modeled anything after anyone. It's just like kind of just how I play the game, and it just kind of looks like some other people, I guess.
They're modeling their game after you.
Yeah.
They're modeling their game after you.
So, do you have any favorite non-football athlete? Can be from any other sport, just not from football.
Favorite non-football athletes? Yeah, I mean, I feel like Kobe was also like a really inspirational person. It's really sad, like after someone, like passes away, like you really start to like appreciate like the impact that they had. And I feel like really after he passed away, like I really looked into a lot of his stuff, like watched like some of his like speeches, things like that. And it just like how he like focused on the game, not just as a basketball player, but just as like a human, just really is really something special and something that I try to emulate.
Yeah. I feel like we really can't appreciate people like that until it's too late, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah.
But Kobe definitely did leave a great impact for sure.
Yeah.
That's a good pick. We haven't gotten a Kobe yet. I feel like I'm actually surprised we haven't gotten a Kobe yet because I feel like there's a lot of.
Yeah, who are some of the guys we've had for those questions?
We've gotten it was it Spieth? It was a golfer. I know that.
Yeah, Jordan Spieth was
We got
one.
Steph Curry was one from a football player. From a basketball player, it was Spieth, and then there was one other. It was a football player. I can't think of who it was.
Who did Pete say for this question? Did we ask?
Oh,
him
he
this?
didn't.
Was this the one we
watch
switched?
sports. He said he didn't watch sports.
Oh, that was the one that we had to leave out, right?
Yeah. Well, that's just all. That just wraps up tonight's episode. Thank you, Jalen, for joining us. We appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Best of luck the rest of the season. Go get the national championship.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So thanks everyone for watching and listening. Be sure to check us out on Instagram at @offbeat_sports and on TikTok at offbeatsports. Make sure you're on the lookout for the next installation of the OffBeat University series. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in.
Call them all Texas.